And of course, being a healthcare professional, I spend an awful lot of time on the new health bill, and Wednesdays is a health show oriented towards health, but the rest of the week is politics in the vein in which we're talking here. Friday, I have a co-host that comes in, Paul Toscano, who's a local bankruptcy lawyer, and we talk. That's really kind of the Utah issue shows up on Fridays.
Got you.
And whatever is hot in the news that Friday is what we try to talk about.
Nice.
So, it covers the whole thing, but while there are other shows that the fellows will be talking about what's on the front page of the Tribune, I kind of talk about what's on the front page of the London Times.
I think that's fantastic, and I think that's a great approach, because it's funny, a lot of people now are reading the UK newspapers to actually get the real news that's not being done here by the mainstream media, who are basically propagandists.
Yeah, precisely. Propaganda. Just a rah-rah crowd for the new administration. And it's getting embarrassing. It's getting embarrassing to promote a warmonger with the Peace Prize.
Yeah, right? What was that?
Well, I think it was an anti-George Bush statement more than anything else.
Well, absolutely, and the Nobel Committee has been getting more and more political as they've been going on here. I mean, whether it's Kofi Annan or some of the other prizes that they've issued out there, and it's just really, I have a lot of friends and clients from Sweden and whatnot like that, and and they're really great people, and there's a lot of good business that's going in there, and they have a healthcare system that kind of sort of works. But at the end of the day, they really do believe that they know best, and that they hated George Bush, and that Americans are, the ugly American and the whole thing, and they want this Eurocentric type of thing. And it's just, they're out of their minds, honestly, with this whole situation. And it's just, this was an embarrassment what they did here with Obama giving him the Peace Prize. I mean, he was in office, what, a couple weeks before the nominations were closed?
Yeah, something like that. And now there are more troops in Iraq and more troops in Afghanistan than when he swore in his office.
Yeah.
So, and of course McChrystal's call, now it's up to 60,000. It was 20,000.
Right.
Then it was 40,000.
Right.
Now they're talking 60,000. We'll be right back. You're listening to AM 630, the voice of Utah. My name is Jack Stockwell. I'm here with John D. Villarreal, and we will be right back. Ellen?
I'm not a mom.
And you can just move around when you want.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube. Now my little brother Paul puts up a lot of the videos, and he gets a little edgy. You can see there's an interview I did.
So what do I put here?
On conservative new media. There's an interview I did with it just depends on what you want, with Jim Pinkerton on healthcare and stuff like that in DC, because he does this serious health solutions. You should sign up for that. I think you'd really enjoy that, since you're a healthcare professional. Right. And then we can just pick whatever you want. That's the
Saturday Night
Live one. And he shouldn't have that up, actually, because I don't want us to get things like copyright stuff.
Oh, this is a computer that was made during Pickett's charge at Gettysburg.
I got you. So you can see here we have, we just started May 23rd. We have almost 3,100 subscribers. It doesn't show you the millions of views that we have. We have hell of friends and stuff like that, and people just are all over our stuff. And what we did here.
Well, let's get something to play because
got you.
We're back on here in just a few seconds.
Okay, got you.
So are your potential clients and customers. The only thing missing is your commercial calling our listeners to action. Dynamic, affordable growth for your company is a phone call away. 25.
What was that? How?
That's not being done here.
We're playing a extremely long delay on here, and I'm trying to bring up what is playing on the computer right now. Well, that is weird. That is strange. All right. Anyway, I'll try to figure that out. That's some of the stuff we're supposed to work out before we're on the air. 23 minutes after the hour of 7. D. Villarreal is a guest of mine here for a while this morning, and I'm looking at. Usually when you talk websites, you got a URL.
We have that too.
Yeah, of course. Well, I guess that's conservativenewmedia.com.
Yes, sir.
So if you will go to YouTube and go to and then type in there conservative new media, then you'll find the stuff that that we've been talking about here. 3,100 subscribers, and how many?
Millions of views. We have like 2.3, 2.4, and this is just since the end of May. I mean, between all of our sites, again, my own personal site that you can find, John D. Villarreal ESQ on YouTube, and then Paul's various sites and some of our older sites that we shut down, we have like 15 million views in less than 2 years. I mean, we're on fire. This conservative media is really taking off. We have a range of videos. I think we have like 700, 800. Paul keeps putting up, my little brother who does this with me, keeps putting up like 10, 20 a day. And so we'll do our own, we'll make ads for candidates, we'll make ads on our own, we'll do talk show stuff. He'll use stuff that I use for my site over there.
And this all ends up on YouTube.
Yes, sir. It's just like this is going to end up on YouTube.
Well, this.
Oh, yeah.
She filming right now is going to be on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. She's on my makeup.
You look great.
Yeah.
No,
where's my makeup?
That's
makeup. You know, when I need it. All right, so.
A lot of what you'll see up there is that Paul will take stuff from like Fox or Rush or other stuff that we're allowed to use.
I'm confused. So straighten me out here, because I thought when I went here I would see a whole mess of 5, 6, 7 minute rants from you.
Well, and you'll see that they're deep in there too. And if you want to see just me and my stuff, well, I have a range of stuff. I do a little political stuff, but I have car stuff, party stuff, lifting stuff, all kinds of my stuff on my site, John D. Villarreal ESQ on YouTube. And then like let's say 30% of that, where it's the political stuff, we will use 30 to 50% of that we'll use for conservative new media as well. But what we will also do on conservative new media is, I mean, people love our site because if you can like go to Zimbabwe for 3 months or 3 weeks or 3 days and come back, and if you want a quick update of what's going on in the world from a conservative standpoint, we're going to give it to you. So we'll give you the best of what's going on in Rush, the best of what's going on in Fox, the best of different issues about Obama and all things political, all things conservative on YouTube. What we also do is we make great playlists of, hey, here's stuff about the Constitution. Hey, here's stuff about conservative versus liberal. Hey, here's stuff about Barack Obama and the Nobel Peace Prize. So you can get up to speed. It's like what Rush does with his stack of stuff. We have like the super stack of videos, and that will.
Okay, so that's the thing. That's the delineation that I want to make in the minds of my listeners, is that they now can go to YouTube and get an audio visual instead of just audio that's on the radio all the time. And then every now and then someone's saying something, oh gosh, I wish I had recorded that over a 2-hour period.
That's right.
Here you have several minutes of some real concentrated points you're trying to make that will show up on YouTube.
Yes.
As an audio visual presentation.
That's right.
With a whole collection of them at Conservative New Media, and there's a directory and a search engine there to go through all the kinds of stuff that you put on there. Now, have you got in, I mean, most of the stuff on here is going to be oriented towards a liberal, super world equality mindset. What kind of feedback are you getting regarding this conservative attack that you're making?
Yeah, I mean, people love it. I mean, so like we have literally now dozens and dozens of Republican Congress people that have signed up on our site, because you really can get everything from Eric Cantor, John Boehner, on down the line. You can come to our site and get what you need. This is ammunition to fight the liberal and the liberals out there, the statists out there, the secularists out there. If you want ammunition to go deal with your college professor or your girlfriend or your dad or your mom or that liberal who's in your face, whatever, this is where you go to
Well, that's what I've tried to do with my show, is to give people a lot of sound bites. Here's how to answer this issue. Here's how to answer this issue. That you have a collection of how many, I want to say entries, but submissions.
Hundreds of videos.
Hundreds of videos.
Well, we're close to 1,000 now. And
they're holding all of them for you.
Oh yeah, that's what's great about YouTube, because it's.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this now. I've been doing this for years. Me personally on YouTube, because I saw that this was where it was going to go with the new media and stuff. I mean, I deal with high technology, so I mean, my old law firm, basically represents Google. So I'm down and deep and dirty into what's coming in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years in terms of technology and media and everything like that. And I knew this was where everything was going to go. So now you see more advertising being spent on the web, I believe, than on TV last year. Now I got to double check that, but it's only going to increase more and more and more.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So there is a conservative new media site at YouTube.
Yeah.
And then the search engine that's right here.
Yeah.
I can type in, well, with almost 1,000 submissions that you have in there.
Yeah.
I can type in almost anything I want to put in here. I can put in something like, well, let me just try this out.
Sure.
Let me put in Sarah Palin.
Okay.
And let's see what you got on her. And as that is work, oh, now look at this, a whole mess of it.
That's what I'm saying.
You got a whole mess of
That's
stuff
what I'm
here.
talking about.
So when somebody out there in my audience, or any of the other K-Talk show hosts, someone in the audience is confronted by someone in the family,
right,
who says, "Oh, Sarah Palin, she shoots wolves from helicopters."
Right.
And you know there's much more to her than that.
Yeah.
You go to YouTube,
That's
then
right.
go to Conservative New Media,
That's right.
then type in Sarah Palin and look at all this stuff you have.
Absolutely, and people can sign up on my. They can subscribe to Conservative New Media on YouTube. They can subscribe to my channel on YouTube, John D. Villarreal ESQ.
And subscribing will do what for them?
Then they will get all of our videos immediately, automatically in the inbox.